フルカウンター
Alright boys, so Mael, the final Archangel, is finally coming to Grand Cross, and we're going to go over everything you need to know about the character, the global release day, and of course what's coming on with the updates now that we have access to it on JP. Also, the loading screen, by far probably the best loading screen we've ever got it in the game. It is so good. It is a callback towards the actual manga panel where Tretimeri does verse Mael. Unfortunately, we never got to see actually animated, but oh my, this is like a wallpaper. I genuinely want to, if we could remove this actual loading text and all that stuff, this would be such a good wallpaper. So hopefully someone can do that. Alright, so starting off, we have the login bonus. You're going to get 20 gems straight away. And of course, every single day for the next 1 month, basically, you're going to get 5 to 10 gems. And of course, you're going to get upwards to 203 gems just by logging in for a month, which will add up to the total you need to get in because he is guaranteed 900 gems. For 2 weeks, we'll also be getting 1 free multi that you can then spend on a multi banner, which is a bit of a downgrade to what we expected yesterday, which is why I'm glad I made this video now. While you do get enough multis for what I believe to actually get the pity is random. You're not guaranteed any particular character, which is a bit of a shame because, like I said, I did think this Elaine was free, and I really wish they did because the current King we have right now in Global, you really do need King and Elaine together. Like, King is not really usable without this Elaine, so if we got this one for free, that would have been a massive W, but you are getting free modes, and she is on the banner, so you could possibly get her, and if you do, it's a massive W as well. Also, I guess Ozzenhawk is also on the banner. Not the greatest character, but you want to get him 6/6 for that actual 2-turn expel. But other than that, there's a good chance a lot of these characters on this banner, you probably do not have max level 90. So at least if you do pull a character, even if it ain't the one you want, you're going to get those characters max level 90 just for a bunch of GP, a bunch of box EC. You can't complain. It is good for, I guess, a new banner. We'll do one multi on my JP account. Don't really care too much about it. But this is probably what you're going to be getting. And that is absolutely nothing, because that's Grand Cross. They're actually still 3%. And of course, I'm sure many of you lot know the release date, but for new players who don't realize it, the global release date is this Tuesday, the 28th of February. Global always gets it 5 days after JP the following Tuesday. I really wish this wasn't the case because Netmarble has shown that we can go ahead of JP and even sometimes give the update at the same day or same time. I really wish this was the case just because it's quite annoying just to wait 5 days when we've seen all the JP players use it. We know everything before it even comes to global. And even the fan base has translated most of the JP update an hour after release, where it takes 5 days for the global devs to do it apparently. Let's talk about the banner. Now, this is a light character, but I'm not entirely too sure if it's a grand festival. Now, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but I would appreciate it if they had thrown in Tretimeri because the character is kind of old now, not that viable in PvP, to be fair, not viable in PvP, but still good for PvE content. And just to get him on the banner while you're summoning for Mael and to use the character in PvE content, that would be very, very good as well. But I guess the big thing is that basically all the goddesses are on this banner, which is kind of what you want from Mael. So you don't really care about pulling demons, but it's nice to get those characters in case you ever need those in the future for any PvE content. Now, obviously, we do have Light Elizabeth on the banner. Very, very good. Margaret, like I said, returned for the first time for newer players if you had started during the actual Pirate Meliodas or also Ultimate Escanor meta. And she's very, very good to get for obviously Goddess team. Needed for a lot of PvE content because the Goddess team is by far the best team to get high score in final bosses and basically guild bosses, some of them. So you really want to get her and build her up as well. Starosa, you want to get maxed out these high dupes for him because he is very good in one of the actual guild bosses and obviously still good for Is he good for PvP? I don't know actually because the Mael carried him so hard now. You probably don't want to use him on the demon team, but you still get basic stats. You just can't encroach, so we have to wait and see. And then going down, like I said, very, very banned. They put the coin shop sins and commandments. I really wish they would have put a lot of the Ragnarok characters on the banner because those are still sought after characters, maybe some OCs as well. And I really wish they would put Freya on the banner because there's a little bit of drama we'll go through later on, but Freya is now a goddess in PvE content, I would think in the actual Nidhogg boss, and she is basically, as it is right now, the new Miguelda, or at least not the equivalent, but like the new character made specifically for the actual Nidhogg boss. However, you have to make her Relic. Alright, so on screen now is Mael's skills, but one thing I want to go through is the sun marks. Now, this is quite important considering you want to basically get this character to 5/6. So, to my knowledge right now, every single time you use an AoE skill once you get tier 3, it does apply 1 or 2 of the actual sun graces, right? Or sun marks with the code. So now, you see right now, we have 1 applied. We're going to apply 3, and obviously these do last 2 turns, so it's going to be kind of hard to actually apply them AoE. However, if you do get a tier 3 skill, you probably end up killing, so it's not the end of the world, basically. But you can only apply 3. Now, the ultimate does also apply them, and the only difference is, though, you can only have 3 of the actual red ones, but when you do make the ultimate 5 or 6/6, they will apply grey debuff. So, basically, you're not really going to deal crazy damage until you get the ultimate to 5/6. So you can see right now, we can only apply 3 basically, but if I had the character 5 or 6/6, I would have applied up to 5 or even 6 of them, and obviously it would be grey debuffs too. And the big thing too is the ultimate does scale off the damage based off how many of the actual summons you have on the character, and at 1/6 it is a 5% damage increase. That is so low, because at 6/6, the character does 50% per actual orbs on, so massive damage increase. The character does do a lot, even without having him on 6, but just one thing I want to point out, the character is a little bit of a well character, especially considering he does have a grace, which increases the association link by 20%. It's such a well-heavy character. But you can see right now, although it is in Japanese, you can see that when it is 5/6, they do turn grey. So you really want to get Mael 5/6, which is kind of a bad thing because it's very hard to get with 0.25 rate and also 900 pity. But I guess it is good because the character does have a grace, which increases damage dealt by 20%. So that's just massive. These are Mael's outfits. It is shown in the stream, but it didn't show all the outfits like combined together. Honestly, kind of bad if being honest. None of them look great. I like this mask, but I don't like the actual outfit. And then this one as well is yeah, I mean, to be fair, we'll probably get an actual Hawk Pass outfit that might look good for him, but honestly, not the biggest fan. I probably actually prefer his actual normal outfit. This isn't coming to Global for a whole month, but basically Escanor got a little jersey outfit. I did hope it was more green. It is green, but not really that green. The headpiece does look good, and currently right now, he is missing one headpiece, or he was until we got the new bunny outfit of Escanor. But if you don't want to spend gens for that, you can now just skip that one and save, I guess, 1 month to actually get this one for free. The coin shop has now been updated so you can buy basically every Festo in a game that is not a darker light character. And I guess the big thing is Merlin. She was a character that was not in the last 2 actual coin shop sales. And, well, I guess sale, but like you can then buy them. And this is big for me because I want to get a 6/6. So I think she's 5/6 now, so we'll take that one. She's the first that you can buy her. And then finally, we have 2 new relics, and the first one is obviously Mono, which you can create with Oscar and Hati. This one is kind of bad, to be honest with you lot. I think people were saying it's basically every single time you have an actual catastrophe on the field, you're going to increase the AoE damage by 5%. Nothing too crazy, what, 15% basically? It's like very not that good. I think apparently people say it's only for Guild Wars, so a little bit of a shame Mono got this one, even though it looks really good. I really wish they would have gave something more critical, because the whole characters, these the last 2 have been about critting, so a little bit of a shame there. And then Freya, there's a little bit of drama here, because like I said, she's not in a banner. If she was on the new Mael banner, this will be kind of fine, but basically what they've done here is they sold the character as a Ragnarok PvP character, and then now she's come out because of the new relic. You can see her on screen now too. She's basically made for the actual new Nidhogg boss, where she is now the Monster Beast character. At least that we get more support for the Monster Beast, because I think we will get more. But still, if you skip the character thinking she was just a PvP character, well, you made a massive mistake now, because you need her for this new act in the multi battle, and it's a bit of a shame. And although we expected it, it does take material from the actual new Nidhogg boss to actually make this relic, which is stupid. Like, if you can't defeat the boss, how are you going to get material to make it? It's only there so you can buy a pack, and to be fair, I probably won't end up doing it because I cannot do this boss. And for the looks of it, Mael, Elect, and also Freya, and I guess Green Elizabeth is the way to go to actually defeat this boss. We'll have a few videos for the next few days going over the new Mael coming to Grand Cross Global, and if you scroll down this way, you can see he is there, so it does require his own UR gear. He's not an Esterosa, so you still have to make UR gear for him. Not the biggest deal, but it would be nice to share obviously equipment, because I did basically max out my Esterosa. But it is what it is. But before you start watching, let me know if you're excited for Mael. Will you be summoning? Once again, I'll make a video about it in a few days while I'm possibly skipping, because I've been saying it and I think it's going to happen, but rumbling is coming. If you know, you know, then we'll see what happens. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.